How's that shelf coming?
Not so good.
Well, we can't just leave it like that. Here, cover it with this poster. Do you hear that?
Weird.
GameStop partners with Microsoft. So remember the store that everyone thought was going away?
Yes.
Pretty soon. Well, they've done something good finally. It seems. So, this news is from GameRant.com. So we gotta give them credit. So they announced a new multi-year strategic partnership just 1 month ahead of the Xbox Series X console launch. So they announced that, it's a strategic move. So hopefully this will get them some money back. GameStop and Microsoft partnership will see GameStop stores integrate Microsoft technology. So GameStop stores will be utilizing Microsoft's cloud-based data storage and business applications. And this will assist the associates when it comes to learning what the customers' preferences are, and it'll give them real-time information on product availability. So basically, you know how when you log into your account, it says what games you played, how long you played them, and like basically they'll have that information on their Surface tablets, which they'll be giving them also, because they were originally on XP, Windows XP still.
Yikes.
So they're finally getting an upgrade on their system 20 years down the line. But apparently they'll be able to walk around the store and check out your information, since if you're a member and all that, obviously. They can check out what you like, and if people come in and say, I don't know, what else came out like this, they can cross-reference what you played and what you like to see what other games will help, something that you'll be interested in.
And it'll all be Microsoft, no Sony, no. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, right now. But
hey, do you have God of War? No.
What the hell is that?
We have Halo. Here,
Get out of the store.
You have a Mario. Well, now you can see what games are like Mario Brothers on Microsoft.
Crackdown 3. Here you go.
So
nobody's buying that. All right, come on. Like,
they just give it to you.
Can we take this W, please? Like,
but they'll be allowed to walk around the store and help out customers, so you don't have to wait in line on the waiting at the counter and all that stuff. So, and they'll also have access to Microsoft 365 and Microsoft Teams also.
That's
so
cool.
when you call in, you can talk to a person
Video
and stuff
chat.
like that.
That's cool.
So they're trying, and this is also information that can actually help the business. And like I said before, when we said GameStop was doing horrendous and losing and hemorrhaging money constantly, they weren't changing anything. So I was like, unless they change everything that they do, like that we're not thinking of, they're not going to make it. So now this is some out of the box thinking that's actually going to get the money, because they have a deal that they have the Xbox All Access. So that's going to be the digital Game Pass service and all that. If you get it through GameStop, apparently they'll get some type of cut from it, from every deal that they get. So they'll be making money digitally.
Okay.
Because everybody's like, oh, digital, they're out of business. You're not going to make any sales.
Right.
But if they're making a cut of all that stuff and people find this the place to be where they can go and get games, this seems to be the right move over time to get them something going. Whether it be like, it's better than nothing. Yeah. It's better than nothing. And if it helps and their customer service is better, because they always gotten crap for their customer service, if they can actually help somebody when they walk through the doors, instead of saying, I mean, they're still going to actually be a subscriber. But
that's the thing. As long as they're not obnoxious with the sales pitches, and they don't offer you 10,000 things. When you're going there to buy one thing, they're going to offer you 50. I'm like,
they're still going to offer, but as long as they can get a cut from this digital age,
as long as
I can see them be there for longer than 2 more years.
It's like a pop-up ad. Nobody likes the freaking things, man.
Sometimes,
or unskippable ads.
Instagram be getting me with their ads all the time. I don't know why. That's the only thing that works for me. I'm like, that looks kind of good.
I think I need that.
Yeah.
I've ordered some stuff off there, but nothing else.
it's crazy how Instagram integrates their ads with what you look up on Facebook.
Yep.
And what you look up on
right away. I'm like, I just.
I feel like I'm being stalked.
Yeah.
No, you are.
Well, everyone will be stalking you.
Yeah.
But back to this though, it seems like this is the first step. I don't know if it's an exclusive deal with Microsoft, because if it is, then I don't know if that's a good idea. But
an exclusive deal is not wise.
But if Sony does the same type of deal with them, and Nintendo, and whoever else wants to get in on that, that means that GameStop is going to be getting a huge chunk of money.
Yeah,
They want that to happen.
Partner up with people with deep pockets.
Yep.
Yeah, but that'll keep them around,
Pretty cool.
and it might make me want to go into the store again.
Nah. Hopefully.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
We'll see. But is it in dire needs over there? Is GameStop still prevalent over there?
So we don't actually have GameStop.
Really?
I think our equivalent is Game, and I'm not sure it's the same company anymore, to be honest. Like, I think Game's owned by a different company over here to what GameStop is over there. Like,
So they don't stop.
So yeah, they don't. we used to have a electronics boutique.
Yes,
I don't know
yes.
if-
Yeah, I
EB
missed
have
that.
EB,
So, like,
yeah.
They're still in
EB got
Canada.
bought out by Game, so everywhere we have Game. But I mean, it's the same difference as GameStop, like just without the Battletoads meme. Yeah, it's like you said, it's, you know, the only way these physical stores are going to survive is if they can offer you something digital can't, and the only thing they can really do is that that recommendation interaction that isn't just an Amazon algorithm. Like, if you go into a shop and you can be, you know, it's what I miss about Blockbuster. Like, with Blockbuster, I would go in wanting to rent something, but not knowing what I wanted to rent.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and that I miss that kind of talking to the guy behind the counter and saying, hey, you know, I really enjoyed these 3 really awful horror films. What awful horror films would you recommend? And I think that's what GameStop could offer, in, you know, and especially with the help of this analytics, right? Is that kind of, oh, you really like these 3 AAA games. How about this little indie thing you might not have heard of? So I think that's cool. And I mean, the Microsoft All Access thing's awesome because that's the program where you basically pay monthly to get the console as well as the Ultimate subscription.
Yep.
And what I find really interesting with that is, like, it's the first time I think that a console's made a move to be like everyone's second console. Like what I'm seeing from people I'm talking to is like, yeah, I'm going to get a PS5, but now I can get this lower model Xbox monthly. I'll probably get that as my second console. And it's kind of interesting for me because I think that's a good play for Microsoft. Like, yes, try and compete to be number one, but if at the same time you're going for that secondary market as well, because, you know, a lot of us, I mean, the same for you guys, right? But you've got more than one console. So, like,
Yeah.
but it's not like anyone ever actively advertised themselves to you as, hey, buy us second. But I kind of feel like with the program from Microsoft, they're almost doing that a little bit. They're going, hey, you're going to want to drop 500 on a PS5 this Christmas. How about you just drop, you know, $20 a month afterwards and have a Xbox for the Xbox exclusives? So I think kind of it's clever from Microsoft because I think a lot of, you know, parents won't have necessarily heard of that deal. So when they're going into GameStop and they're like, oh, you know, my son wants this, blah, blah, blah. If they're turning around and going, hey, you know, you don't have to drop half a grand right now. Instead, you can just do this monthly thing, which
I
actually
love it.
somehow as well, it works out cheaper, right? Because that all access deal is actually cheaper than paying up front, which is insane.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you get the box, you get the Ultimate Pass, you know, you now get obviously Game Pass Live, EA Play, all of this. Like, I think that's going to be really appealing to parents. But how many parents will stumble on it on the internet, I'm not sure. But I think a lot of parents would walk into GameStop and potentially be able to walk out with an Xbox they didn't think they could afford beforehand. But look, how long retail's going to be around is too hard to say, right? Like, I mean, for one thing, this pandemic is not doing retail any favors.
Seriously. Seriously.
The only positive besides the people factor they have is, for some reason, all the consoles still believe that they should charge more for a digital product because they're offering us a service. Like, especially, like, you know, I live in a little town. I'm not even in the big city, and I can still get games delivered either same day or the next day by Amazon, right? So, like, what benefit does digital have to me? Like, especially like I downloaded Destiny 2. I've got like broadband to premises at my house. It's still 100 gig. Like, I could have just waited. I could have just bought it online, let it turn up on the stage. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think, like, as long as digital's pricing themselves up, hopefully people will still move to retail a little bit. But you know, people like GameStop just need to not be assholes.
There you go.
Agreed.
And that's what
agree.
it comes down to.
That's the moral of the
That
story.
really is. Don't piss people off.
They're going to be robots now.
It's all about the way I always think about it is like I pay more money for my graphic novels because I like going to comic book shops because it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
GameStop should be to video games what comic book shops are to graphic novels, but they're not. Like it is like you walk through the door and somebody's trying to sell you a used car. Like,
Yep. Yeah.
so yeah. I mean, I think if they can figure that out, like how can we be the comic book shop of video games? Then like using all this information, try and make, not to use a nerdy word, but try to make GameStop cool, right? Like actually be something people enjoy as an experience, not something that is really, really painful.
Yes.
It's true. It's very, very true.
So either they do it that way, which it seems like they may be moving that way, or we just walk in and the Microsoft service will have a face and be like, hey, I can help you. I can help and put your name. And then you're good. That's where
I would walk right
Yeah,
out.
same, man.
Well, please.
Don't leave.
Where are you going?
Don't leave.
Please
You wouldn't
don't
feel
go.
sympathetic. Believe me.
No, I would not care. I'd be terrified.
Oh, dude.
If you leave, they won't recharge me.
No, I saw a robot in the supermarket.
Oh, I don't like that.
That thing is awesome.
I don't like it. I don't like robots, man.
I hate that.
He just
thing,
moves
man.
around. I'm like, yo, dude, that's a robot.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Supermarket?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just looks around. He
Yeah,
tells you if
just
it's dirty.
cleans.
Yeah.
And it scans. Doop, doop.
Get
But
out of here.
I'm like, get out my face.
Yo, Skynet is live, bro.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
all they
dear.
gotta do is put big googly eyes on it, and I'm like, yo, that's
No,
it's a
I'm
person.
not going there,
Nope.
man. I don't want that.
Get
No,
confused.
thank you.
Put a wig
I'm
on
telling
it.
you, you'll feel a certain way. You'll feel a way.
No, I will not.
I always feel a certain way, man.
Jeez.
And it
Terrible.
won't be secure at all.
No.
But the last thing, what's cool is if you can go in there and say, what 4-player games you got for this system, and you bring up a list. That's all. That'll help. And be like, you can get this digitally, or you can get this here, and we can call it a day.
What
That's the type of help they need to give people.
Yeah, what 4-player couch co-op games do you guys have?
Yep.
I like that.
And they'll be like,
Yeah.
nothing.
And that's even on the internet. That's hard information to find properly.
Yeah.
Like I use Co-Optimus a lot because I really like it. But even then, like if you go, hey, show me all the co-op stuff on Xbox, like
Online.
half the time it's like a load of information that's just too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's great if you could walk in there and be like, hey, what 4-player couch co-op games you've got, and they're like, we don't have 4-player, we've got 3-player Battletoads though.
Boom. Damn.
I was waiting for it.
I was thinking of that too.
Yeah,
What an excellent segue.
But we got the 3-player Battletoads.
I was going
for
to
you.
say it, and then I was like, no, he's going to say it.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing, dude.